providing the questions.
And yes, I'm now figuring out why you brought Mr. Crockett along with the rifle. Really, Hank? Do you hate this segment that much? Mr. Crockett, please don't shoot me if you don't like the questions.
Oh, no. Women are a good thing to have around. It was the woman folk that escaped and lived to tell the story of the Alamo's siege.
I probably would have been firing shots at Santa Anna's soldiers with the man.
Yeah, Carrie would have given old Santa Anna himself a karate chop right in the old cojones.
Well, thank you, yes.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen and faithful listeners, it's time for another edition of Only Jerks Hate History. We don't spin a wheel, and we don't make contestants eat raw hamburger meat. It's just one big worldwide history fandango. Sidekick Carrie finds random questions on the internet, and Hank and a weekly contestant attempt to answer them. Hank has no knowledge of the questions beforehand. The contest is not to see how dumb Hank is, but to illustrate that historical knowledge and understanding covers a broad spectrum and that nearly everything your teachers taught you in high school was wrong. Hank and Carrie and Dave Crockett, you may begin.
All righty. Theme for this week is the Old West. And questions this week are coming from the History Channel. You can sign up for their History Channel Club daily history newsletter. And almost every day you will receive in your inbox tidbits about history and a daily quiz. And that's where I'm getting the quizzes, except for the first one. Four questions, 3 of them from History Channel. The first one I got from funtrivia.com. And
that's... Yes. That's in their opinion.
Yes.
Right.
And maybe this week we'll have a little more luck.
Yeah, okay. We'll see how we do.
So you're a jerk or are you a history nut? So among the most revered and storied figures of the old American West, Doc Holliday is most well known for his role in the infamous shootout at the OK Corral. Now, Doc Holliday was actually a doctor. He actually studied formally for the profession while he was still a very young man. What was Doc's medical specialty? Was it internal medicine, podiatry, dentistry, or obstetrics? Whatever that is.
A baby doctor? Is that what that means?
Sure. So internal medicine, podiatry, dentistry, and the one that starts with O. So, Mr. Crockett, what do you think?
Well, I've been kind of pondering over that, and I'm kind of thinking that's probably internal medicine.
Okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say obstetrics.
Mr. Crockett, I actually thought it was internal medicine, too, when I was researching, but it actually turned out to be dentistry.
Oh, he was a dentist. Okay.
And so the first thought that comes to my mind is, would I really want a man like that messing with my teeth?
He sure never offered to do my teeth.
Oh.
Would you want a man like that delivering babies?
No. And the interesting thing is, despite his alternative lifestyle in the American West, he actually continued to practice dentistry off and on throughout his short life.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
So, scary thought. All right. Now, have you ever heard of George Machine Gun Kelly?
Name rings a bell, but...
I'm trying to find out how he made this section. Oh, he didn't. That was for something else. Well, anyways, I'll just ask you. Like, he's not Old West. It's like, how in the world did he get to? This is 1933. Well, okay, so I might as well ask the question. Machine Gun Kelly, he made history. It was the first trial in which either the husband and wife were convicted, the defense called no witnesses, fingerprints were a significant factor, or the television cameras recorded the entire trial.
Well, I'm going to say fingerprints were a significant factor.
1933, you say?
Mm-hmm.
They had cameras, but I don't know if they didn't quite have television yet. Not on a big level, I don't think. I don't know. Who knows? I'll say television, just for fun.
Actually, you are correct.
Oh.
So, yes, this was
ding.
the first trial in which television cameras recorded the entire trial. All right, now back to the Old West questions. Sorry about that, guys.
I'm very willing to bet they didn't have no HD back then.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so. Unless if it was highfalutin, dang it, yeah. Okay, so, which man never rode with Billy the Kid? Pat Garrett, Doc Scurlock, there's more than one Doc, Dick Brewer, or Jesse Evans?
5, Davy Crockett. Y'all forgot me on there. I don't understand why that's on there.
Yeah, I'm sure you've never ridden with him either.
You got that there. You got that right there, buddy. I'm gonna say. Just go out on limb. I really don't know. I'm gonna say Jesse Evans.
Yeah, there's lots of people that didn't ride with him. Okay, throw me the names again.
Pat Garrett, Doc Scurlock.
Yeah, Pat Garrett's fine.
That's it.
That's the answer?
That is the answer.
Oh, wow.
So,
all right.
How about Jason Garrett? You think he probably rode Billy the Kid? He ought to ride off into the sunset.
All right. Last one.
Got opinions about football, huh?
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, this is what I get for choosing my questions in 5 minutes or less.
All
All
right.
right.
No, there's no football team in San Antonio.
Now, one time there used to be the San Antonio Gunslingers, I think, from the, what was it, USFL or something like that? I forget now. But
USFL?
Yeah. United States Football League, that's
okay.
run by the NFL.
Okay.
B-I-B-I-B-I-B-O-B-O,
They got run out of town.
Yeah,
That's what happened. Yeah.
They got gunslung out of San Antonio.
All right. So, who is responsible for the largest train robbery in American history? The Newton Gang, the James Younger Gang, the Dalton Gang, or Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
I'd have probably put a fifth one on there and said the Sugar Hill Gang, but that's not a choice. I'm going to say Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Okay.
Dalton Gang.
Actually, it was the Newton Gang.
The Newton?
Yes.
Well, what, like Fig Newton or something like that?
Right. Well, the Newtons made blowing safes and robbing trains. They made it a really big business, and they managed to pull off the largest train robbery in U.S. history. Their career culminated in June 12, 1924, when they pulled off the biggest mail train robbery in the U.S. history just outside Chicago, and they made off with $3 million. Now, guys, I did some calculations. That would be worth $40 million, $889,298.25 today.
Well, they didn't have a very good publicist. They had absolutely no PR or no marketing at all, I guess. I never even heard of them. That's...
Yeah. Well, I mean, the good news is they did get caught, mostly because somebody was shot, and they had to hole up in an apartment while he was being patched up, and so that kind of gave them time to get caught. But the money went to payoffs and returns to the insurance company in exchange for lighter sentences in the Leavenworth Federal Prison.
Well,
right.
How about that? Well, maybe that's why we never heard of them, because they didn't get away.
Nope, they didn't get away. And it didn't take them long to get caught, evidently, so...
All right. Well, is that it? All the questions?
That is all the questions for today.
Thank goodness I escaped that time.
Yeah.
Now, when he was a young man, he never thought he'd see people stand in line to see the boy king. How'd you get so funky? Did you do the monkey? Born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia. Now, if I'd known they'd line up just to see him, I'd taken all my money and bought me a museum. Buried with a donkey. He's my favorite honky. Born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia. Dancing by the night. The ladies lifestyle. He gave his life for tourism. Golden idols. He's an Egyptian. They're selling you. Now when I die, now don't think I'm a nut. Don't want no fancy funeral, just one like old King Tut. He could have won a Grammy, buried in his jammies. Got a condo made of stoner.
John Wayne was always bald, and he had a woman's name. Valentino was a mama's boy. He cried in his tent all night long. Harry Truman finally dropped the bomb, so they could go to sleep at night. So they could go to sleep at night. I got a plaque up on the wall and an office in the sky. I could birth the major deals, all looking down on the passers-by. I pass the torch, I follow the code. I'm steering straight ahead, I don't strain the road. To be a warrior with a king, to put your hand in the flame without burning, and go to sleep at night. And go to sleep at night. And go to sleep at night. So I could go to sleep at night. So I could go to sleep at night. Now go to sleep.
You're listening to TFOK Radio. TFOK Radio, the station that rocks the TFOK nation.